Rain hammered the rusty rooftops of Windmere, a sound so common it was almost a lullaby. On his porch sat 16-year-old Evan, watching the sky tear itself open. Unlike everyone else, Evan wasn't afraid of storms. He loved them, the raw power of the wind, the earth-shaking clap of thunder, the beautiful chaos. But tonight, something felt different. His father's old compass, a relic that hadn't moved in years, suddenly began to spin wildly on the table beside him. Evan picked it up, feeling the strange energy thrumming through the brass. He whispered, "Where are you pointing, old friend?" As if answering, the compass needle stopped, pointing straight toward the looming mountains. Everyone in town knew the rules. When a storm like this hits, you stay indoors. But Evan wasn't everyone. He grabbed his backpack, stuffing in a flashlight, his worn notebook, and the now restless compass. His mom's worried voice cut through the wind from the kitchen window. "Evan, it's midnight. Where on earth are you going?" He turned back and offered a smile, the kind of smile only true dreamers wear, full of secrets and adventure. "To find where the storm is born," he called back. Then he stepped into the darkness. His sneakers splashed through the growing puddles as jagged bolts of lightning carved brilliant, fleeting paths across the sky, illuminating his way forward. The paved road quickly turned to dirt, then to thick, clinging mud, until it dissolved completely into the wild, untamed forest. Gnarled branches clawed at his jacket like skeletal fingers, and the relentless rain tried to blind him. But he pushed on, guided by the unwavering pull of the compass. Just as he reached the edge of the woods, he saw a flicker of light in the distance. It wasn't lightning. It was something else, something blue and alive, dancing in the air. He followed it, his heart pounding with a mix of fear and excitement. Then, all at one, silence. The wind died, the rain stopped. Before him, a glowing circle of mist hovered above the ground, a portal to another place. The compass lifted from his palm, floating weightlessly. Hesitantly, he reached out his hand, touched the shimmering circle, and his world went white. When Evan opened his eyes, the familiar forest was gone. He was standing on the edge of a breathtaking canyon under skies of liquid gold, with clouds shaped like impossible floating cities. A hawk the size of a horse soared overhead, its talons gripping a lantern that pulsed with captured lightning. This was not wind. A clear voice echoed from behind him. "You shouldn't have come here, human." Evan spun around to see a girl his age, clad in silver armor that shimmered like moonlight on water. She introduced herself as Lyra, a guardian of this sky realm, the place where all of Earth's storms were created and controlled. She explained the impossible truth. Every 100 years, a powerful storm spirit escapes their realm and crosses into ours. His father's compass wasn't just a navigational tool, it was a trekker for this lost spirit. Lyra led Evan up a treacherous path to the highest peak of the canyon, a place where the air itself seemed to pulse with raw power. And there it was. Chained by living bolts of lightning was the storm spirit, a magnificent creature made of swirling clouds and thunder, its eyes burning with a brilliant, sad, blue light. Lyra drew her sword, ready for battle. Evan raised the compass, but as he looked at the creature, he didn't feel fear. He felt a profound connection, a deep empathy. "It's not a monster," he whispered. "It's lost." Ignoring Lyra's urgent warning, he stepped closer. The compass in his hand began to glow, its light pulsing in perfect time with the spirit's ethereal heartbeat. Suddenly, boom, a blast of pure energy erupted, hurling them both backward. When Evan came to, the chains were gone. The spirit floated before him calm, free, and glowing with a soft, gentle light. It lowered its head, a silent gesture of gratitude, and then dissolved into a peaceful, cleansing rain. The misty portal shimmered back into existence. Lyra looked at Evan, her expression a mix of awe and respect. "You changed this path?" she said softly. "Maybe you've changed yours, too." Evan just smiled. "Guess I found where the storm is born." He stepped through the portal and found himself back on his porch. The storm had passed, leaving behind the clean scent of rain. The compass lay still again. But now, when he opened it, the needle didn't point to the mountains. It pointed straight up to these stars. Evan leaned back in his chair, his eyes full of a new kind of wonder. "Next journey," he whispered to the night sky, "starts there." Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for part 2.